Hi Tim, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson yesterday. So lesson on the left, if we swing on the left, sorry. If we look at your hands as you start the club, you're going to see here as you take the club away, your first thing that moves is your hands move to the right. And then what that does is that adds tremendous amounts of loft to the golf club, and it changes all the angles. Obviously it's set up, your hands are now ahead of the ball, and then as you take the club away, we can see you have a real drag there, and at that stage there, that looks quite odd, doesn't it? That your hands are taking the club away before the actual club head moves. What it does, it just means when you get to the top of your swing, your set lines are too late for me, so you hinge it a little bit late, even though it looks quite good. But you throw the club away, so it's coming into impact a little bit too weak, because that's the feeling. When it got to this right thigh. The angle was quite straight like so, and so you're coming through it now. You can see here that the club head has beaten your hand, so that 6 iron has actually become a 7 iron, where good players turn a 6 iron into a 5 iron or a 4 iron where they de-loft it. And that's just because, for me, you was taking it away slightly wrong. We've got to get the club head to win the race as we go back. As we come through here, for me, there's still a tremendous amount of weight still on that right side. And that's where you're coming through into what I call a scoop action. There was no turf on a lot of these shots. Your brain and body is just trying to lift the ball up in the air, which is why your top half is leaning back. And we can see that here, when you go through, it's very much not got through the shot, and this right foot hasn't quite cleared. If we look at the swing on the right, what we was working on was really starting the swing, first of all, with the club head. As the club, look at that first move now. That first move goes away beautifully. That club head outraces the hands. So when you get to your right thigh, you've got a full, nice, fully hinged golf club in a powerful position. Look at the difference between them two swings there. They're very different. So swing on the right now has got a bit of set, a bit of hinge. When he comes back down, he's a little bit stronger coming into the back of the ball. Even that is just fractionally more ahead. We can see that left hand now is ahead of the ball, which is really good. We've got a little bit more less loft on the club. One thing I'd like to see is you hit it a little bit harder, and that would just encourage you to get through it. Even though your top half is doing great here and moving forwards, Tim, I'd just like to see that right foot just release a little bit more. But all you got to work on is that little takeaway. Don't start it with the hands, let the club head go back first, and then power through off that right foot into a nice full follow through. Thanks, Tim.